Make some noise!
Ball's up. Ziegler won it, but it goes straight to Fletcher. He gives it to Kai Williams for an early three-point shot, and Kai Williams drops the three-point shot. So it comes back out. 2 seconds left, and they can't get the shot off. Fletcher picks the ball, gives it to Smith. Smith to Defoe. Defoe can't make it, but Victor Moses takes the three from outside. That one's just off the rim. Victor Moses is up to take another rebound. The ball's already at the other end. Kai Williams shot. It's normally a very good three-point shooter. Eagles off and running again. Kai Williams. There's Jeremy Smith from the elbow. Pulls up.
Well, his emphasis in that timeout could well have been the fact that he wants to relieve the pressure on his point guard. That can happen by somebody going out and setting a screen for him, or the players just simply working harder off the ball, as Rakunas did there, to get open. Up, not the jump ball, but he's been really waving instructions about the forward, and exactly the same thing's happened again there. They're working much harder off the ball to get open, which relieves the pressure on Greg Price.
4-point comeback from Rocks following the timeout. Here's Moses, powers inside, steps back, nice 2-point.
I don't know how much Vincent Lavender knows about the Eagles, but the players working open to get open off the ball is a much better option.
Gareth Murray tries to get free this time. Pryor turns the corner, shrugs off Ramon.
It was actually a typical Ramon Fletcher move, wasn't it? Drive the player, push him on the back foot, and then pull up stop. Surprise him with a quick release.
Fletcher into Defoe. Wow, it doesn't normally do it off balance though, David.
Still makes it.
Yeah. Ziegler, he gives it to Fraser. Fraser guarded by Defoe. Back to Rinkunas. Jeremy Smith gets hit by the screen from Fraser. Good screen from. It was tipped, or he was fouled as he shot, but nothing given. Bo Ziegler now, he finds Rinkunas cutting all the way at the basket. Great steal by Darius Defoe. Really saw what Murray was up to, popped it straight away. Long pass from Fletcher. Fletcher to Moses. Moses did tremendous. Lead 3:48 to go in the quarter. Jeremy Smith goes between two Rocks defenders, can't make the layup, but manages to gather the loose ball. Back to Victor Moses. Victor Moses panel at the end. Both teams going very quickly at the moment. Kyle Williams back to Victor Moses. Kyle Williams turns the corner. Floater from the three-point from the front elbow, and obviously it was called on the first contact, as you say, Dave.
Yeah.
There's Carpenter turning the corner, getting into the middle, but he can't make the shot. Kieran pushing off on Fletcher again. Fletcher not happy at all about that. There's Murray inside to Kieran Achara. He's faced by Jamal Williams, but
he's been sent out to make a statement in terms of defending Fletcher, and he's doing it.
Yeah. Eagles with 6 seconds left. Moses tried it, fight it. Fletcher tries to turn the ball inside, can't get it inside. Looks a little bit frustrated, Ramon Fletcher, but he'll be back, as will the Eagles after this first quarter break. And with the Eagles leading 26 points to 20, Fenoy can't get up for the rebound. Achara knocks it into the hands of Bunyan and Jai. Carpenter at the other end, but that's blocked by Kyle Williams, who got back really well. Here is Carpenter now on offense. Murray faced by Fenoy. Finds Njai. That's a lovely pass to defense, and maybe he's a little bit of illegal, but Fab stopped Kieran Achara getting that shot in. But Achara's come up with a steal at the other end from Kyle Williams' patch, which was loose.
What a pass from Murray.
Yeah, it was a great pass, but unfortunately Carpenter couldn't quite go in. But it's a very impressive start to this quarter by the Rocks.
Yeah, and we talked, didn't we? Nadai's Austrian, yeah? I think him and Rakunas are a big addition to this team. Great move, Fletcher. Great move.
There's Kenny Carpenter into Achara. Turns, steps back, but his shot is well short. Hits the bottom of the rim. Drops down. Jamal Williams picks it up. Great pass from Jamal Williams to his brother, Kai Williams. Carpenter. He shakes and bakes at the top. Fab Fenoy all over him. And Drew Lasker is the one who picks off Rinkunas' pass. And that'll be a foul by Rinkunas. And Drew Lasker picked off the pass. Rocks end ball, sideline ball is now in the hands of Rinkunas. His pass is a little bit too tough for Kieran Achara. Darius Defoe picked it off. And won 5-25 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Here's Carpenter with Flannoy all over him. He manages to find Fraser. Fraser finds Achara, who's cutting. And
it was exquisite.
To another assist. There's a nice pass from Fletcher to Flanoy. He kicks it back out to Kai Williams, back to Flanoy. Flanoy thought about the 3-point shot, now thinks about driving against Achara, finds Jeremy Smith. Nice pass from Jeremy Smith from the baseline to Kai Williams, who seems to be Fletcher bringing the ball over the halfway line. Jeremy Smith thought about the 3, then shot the 3, in it goes, and the Eagles
a little bit.
Foul given before the shot, so no shots. Here's Bo Ziegler against Victor Moses, who's come back on. Minutes ago, that would be right on where Flanoy would like his team to be. Well, that's a great inbound from Kai Williams to Victor Moses, who did. Murray and Fraser play a little ball between them. Pryor now top of the key, he finds Ziegler once again. Oh, that was a fantastic pass from Ziegler. Left on the clock to get the last shot of the half and go into the locker room that little bit closer. There's Rinkunis, and he's had to turn and throw one up there. Good defence by the Eagles to deny that shot, because they had nearly 16 seconds on the clock when they got that there. But Eagles worked really hard defensively, and I think that's been the story of the half. Dave, Eagles defence has restricted Rocks to 34 points, and the Eagles lead by 8, having scored 42 of their own.
Yeah, I think the Rocks have played decent defence, but the Eagles is a step up from that. I think it's been a big factor. What the Rocks have to do here, they have to figure out what tactic they're going to use against it. They've got to keep the space in. One thing I thought they were trying to do there towards the end of the half was just constant screening until they found a mismatch, which they did twice.
Here's Greg Pryor, turns the corner. Kieran Achara setting that screen. Good Eagles defence, though, keeping the Rocks well out. And we're down to 5 seconds, but Kieran Achara, he gets free at the top of the
individual defence from Darius Defoe.
Two pretty untidy offences as well, one from each side. Here's Smith again, driving to the basket, hangs in the air, drops it. He comes up with another great defensive play, knocks the ball free, gets it away to Fletcher. Fletcher finds Kai Williams. Kai Williams for 3. And a lot of noise coming from the Eagles bench and far from Flanoy. As Fletcher turns, great pass inside to Darius Defoe.
About rebounding, it's not just sufficient to hit you, man. You got to go and get the ball as well.
Murray finds Ziegler down low. Ziegler comes out to Pryor. Pryor nets the 3. Make it either. Kai Williams battles for it, can't get it. Rocks come away again.
This is a story at both ends, isn't it? A player's not been able to make it and die. I mean, he's getting himself in good position. He's just not been able to finish.
Greg Pryor wide open for 3 again. Knocks another one down. Quite often expect him to do. And he's done good defence at the other end and turned the ball over for the Eagles. Greg Pryor looking for his 3rd 3-point shot. He rushes the ball forward. Good transition from the Eagles, but Rocks got back well in defence. And there's Fletcher rolling inside. Got almost on the buzzer from the elbows short. Kai Williams picks up the rebound. Victor Moses goes to work. Points very early on in the game, and then didn't add to that. He's on to see whether he's maybe bring his shooting. But wow, what a move by Drew Lasker. Exactly what he did.
When you've made an attempt to come back to within 3, then you don't allow a player to go coast to coast like that.
Eagles up to 9 points. And here's Pryor for his 4th 3-point. Well, that's enough to decide this game. Fletcher faced by Bunyan. Not quite as tight as Bunyan was faced in first. I think Fletcher's thinking about going all the way here. Goes through the middle. He finds Victor Moses. Fantastic. That was fantastic point guard play from Fletcher. Held the ball, looked as if he was going to drive himself, but he knew Victor Moses was going to be cutting. Victor Moses cut really well across the baseline. Fletcher found him. Moses laid it in, and although the Rocks win the quarter by 2 points, it's the Eagles who take a 6-point lead at 59-53 into the final 10 minutes of the game. Smith, faced by Rinkunis. Smith tried to turn Rinkunis, getting right away up in the basket. His pass bounced off Drew Lasker.
I think it's a big factor in this game.
Eagles shooting at 48%, so they've gone up a percentage. Fletcher into Moses. He's a very smart player, Victor Moses. And this, but his jump shot there is. But Jeremy Smith's come up with an offensive rebound. Back to Fletcher. Fletcher for 3, and in it goes for. Also calling out defensive plays, I can see right into this moment. Good communication, but on defence on the Eagles. And Jai drives round. Bunyan gets free in the corner for 3 and he knocks it down within 9 points. And here's Fletcher at the other end. Oh wow, what a pass, but Jamal Williams couldn't take it. Wrap around behind the back pass, but Fletcher misses a 3 at the other end. And Jai finds Fraser at the free throw line, and Fraser knocks.
That's what matters in Leeds, is who's leading at the end, and the Rocks aren't out of it yet.
No, not by a long way. But Fletcher. Chara finds Rinkunis to Pryor. They're looking to create a shot here, and that ball's bounced off Kieran Chara's hands. Fletcher to Smith. Smith hangs in the air, lays it in, puts them in the penalty. There's Moses, he'll battle against Chara. This time it doesn't go in, but that's a great offensive rebound by Darius Defoe. Darius Defoe up, misses. Fletcher at the other end. He's gang tackled almost by Greg Pryor and Alistair Fraser. Rocks come away. Here's Rinkunis wide open for 3, and that one's a simple shot. And Rinkunis time he's passed doesn't quite find Jeremy Smith. Picked off by Fraser. Pryor at the other end. His pass finds Kieran O'Chara.
Red light flashing around the backboard.
Crowd being great again tonight.
Yep.
Another big crowd, plenty noise. Oh, there's Kai Williams, finds Victor Moses. Victor Moses turns. Oh, wow. Wow, what a fadeaway shot from Victor Moses. Williams has come on for Victor Moses, who took a great reception as he went off. Kai Williams also on. The one Fletcher with the floater. In it goes. Jeremy Smith took the ball over halfway line, and he's just going to dribble the clock out, and the Eagles will record a fantastic 83-66 win. And what is impressive about that is the 66.
Absolutely, and that reflects the defence the Eagles played right from start to finish. Barely any lapses at all. Kept Glasgow under a lot of pressure. The answer Glasgow's got to find is where they're going to get more points from.
So the Eagles win this one 83-66, and that'll take them to Leicester next Friday night.
Well, I think that two things standing out. One is I remember talking to Fab before Christmas, and he was unhappy defensively with the way that the rotations weren't working when somebody got beaten. Certainly he seems to have fixed that. Thought the Eagles defence was a big factor in that win tonight, and obviously the only real hope for Glasgow in that third quarter was when Greg Pryor got hot, but they just simply didn't finish well enough around the rim.